Hi, Martin here. I'm working on my 4.7 liter Jeep motor here, and this happens quite often, especially out here in the desert. You got such a dry climate, and these connectors. This probably happens all over the country, but these fuel injector connectors, if you happen to pull them off, a lot of times these plastic tabs will break. And when they do that, especially the style that they have here on my Jeep Grand Cherokee, you cannot pull the connector off. You got to get behind it with a pick. Well, I'm going to show you how to get that connector off, and then I'll show you how to change out and put a different type of connector on that will hopefully last you a lot longer. Alright, well, let's get started. Alright, right here I got a broken connector. These tabs right here on the end are broke off. What it's supposed to look like is this one. As you can see right there, that's the part you actually push down that releases the connector. And once this happens, there's no way to get your connector off, or it seems like it. So let's say we, just for purposes, see there's nothing to push on. So what you got to do, get yourself a pick, something like this one right here, and you can reach behind that connector. What you're doing is lifting up the locking tab, and then grab a hold of it and pull it off. What you can do, I went to the scrapyard, pick apart and just cut off a chunk. And this is the exact same style as the one that's on here. Well, you could change that out, or there are other ones you could pick from, like this one right here. I like this one, and they work exactly the same. They look different. It's just a different style of connector. They're all made to go on the EV6 type fuel injectors. That's what they call this, is an EV6 type connector. And the older style is an EV1. And all you got to do is solder these, two wires on here. Cut this off, solder this on here, and you're good to go. And then there are other styles as well. This one here, I think this came off a Saturn. It has an actual lock on it. So once you push it on, you lock that in there, there's no way it's going to accidentally come off. You have to actually pull this back, then push down and take it off. So this may be a way to go too. All depends what you want. So when it comes to replacing this, you're going to want to hold the connector, because since they are different style, just make sure you're holding it so it's the same way. Because they all kind of have that little cutout, so it's able to go onto the fuel injector properly. So it goes up around that part of the fuel injector. And on this one here, this one's pretty easy to figure out the wiring on it, because this one being green, that one's green, so you know green to green, and then the other color goes to this tan. Alright, well, we're just going to cut this off. Alright, point of no return there. And strip back like 1/2 inch of wire or so. There we go. Next, we'll strip back about the same amount. on our new connector. I like to solder everything. Just a big fan of it. Alright, now we just got some heat shrink here. Slide that over there, like so. Now remember, it's green to green. Okay. Okay. Now slide that over. And the wiring's a few inches longer than it was. It's no big deal. But we're back on there. Now you can just wrap some electric tape around this, or you could put some split loom like this type stuff over top of this. I just do electric tape from here on down. Okay, well, there you have it. Not too bad a job. I mean, it's a simple repair. You could buy a factory pigtail right from Chrysler. Probably pretty expensive. I just prefer going down to the pick apart. They charge me like $2.25 for that. And I got one more I got to change. You could also just use what like they call a butt splice, the little red insulated terminals to do that. That'd probably be okay. Other than moisture can get in there eventually and cause corrosion and a bad connection. That's why I really prefer to solder everything. Alright, well, thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel before, please do so. Hit that little subscribe button down there and the little bell symbol right next to it. And that way you get notifications of any new videos I got coming out. Well, thanks again for watching, and please subscribe.